Somebody is mad because they cannot control you. They cannot call the shots. They cannot tell you what to do. They cannot tell you where to move, how to move. They can't tell you what to pursue. They can't tell you how to live your life. And when people lose control over you, you're going to see the crazy come out. That's when people really start acting up and wiling out, when they cannot control you, when they cannot trick you or play puppeteer in your life. All right, because you're not about to be a puppet. You're not about to be controlled by nobody out here, especially when it does a disservice to you. And what happens to you, going forward? How do you regain control? You have to maintain a high level of control over your own life. And when people think they are the ones that do that, that they are the judge and executioner of your life and your state of affairs, it's always going to be a nightmare, right? So someone's mad at you right now because they cannot control you. They cannot tell you how to live, all right? And sometimes we inadvertently give people control over our lives by just being too nice in general. Somebody may offer to do something nice for you, and then they want to they think that because they did something for you that you have to be indebted to them, or you must do everything that they say going, from here on in, because they did that nice thing for you, even though you didn't even beg for it. You know what I mean? It's more like people think that, because you let them in your life to a certain degree, that they're just going to be around, or they're just going to hang around and start ordering you and telling you what to do. So sometimes it's with us, just our spirit. People take advantage of our spirit. We may be very open people, very kind, understanding people, passionate people, and the narcissists, usually the ones who love to control the narrative, are going to want to stick to you like white on rice. Honestly, they're going to be the ones that really want to, take control over your state of affairs and make sure that they're the ones who say what's going to happen. So sometimes it's just our spirit that people just take advantage of because they think they can get one over us, and they may think we are desperate or we are needy or we will beg even though we're good. That's why it's like when people see that you're in control, like you didn't need them like that. You're going to run your life how you want to run it. They start feeling some type of way, acting a little bit crazy, like they lost something. They lost control. That's what they lost. Inevitably, it wasn't going to last, right? Where they were, and you probably were seeing the signs that someone was trying to control you. It's like they had to have the last say. They have to put all the plans in motion. They didn't want to hear you out. And it's about you. It's your life. And as it pertains to you, it's like they don't want you to be involved in that aspect. They don't want you to be involved in your own life. They want to be the person that tells you what happens when. It's like they're going to be mad when they see that you're not going to be told by no man how you're going to live your life, right? How you're going to live. And especially if it's forceful, you may welcome suggestions, you may welcome constructive criticism, but I'm talking about the people who are more authoritative and a little bit more, what's the word? It's just, there are just people who want to dictate what we're going to do in this life. Very arbitrary. That's the word I wanted to say, arbitrary. They have certain strict regimens that they think you should follow, or certain ideologies you must be a part of, or must be a follower of. And it's like, no. Right? So some people may want to control the way that, not only the way you move and live, but the way you think as well. Or perhaps these individuals have had a bad string of luck in a certain aspect of their life. So they want to control that aspect that they're lacking in your life, so that you don't get whatever comes with that. For example, you may have a friend who has a poor standing in relationships. She never seems to have a good relationship, or it could be a guy. He never seems to have a solid relationship. Every relationship he's been in has just gone sour. He cannot be with one person for too long before he's drifting off to the next one. Just a string of failed relationships. And you may be with the same person for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. It could be whatever longer amount of time where you guys don't really have those issues as your friend might. So your friend may try to control your relationship or try to get into your head about your union with your man or woman, right? Where it's like they're trying to tell you, oh, I don't think you should do that, or I don't think he's being sincere, or I don't think she's right for you. And they'll get into the head trying to control how you live your life, but you don't have those problems and you don't need to have them to tell you, right? So it could be like that. Or somebody who may have a problem with money. Somebody may have a problem with how they spend their money, or they may have certain regimens that they do with their finances that they think is helping them. So they're going to come and tell you, oh, you shouldn't be doing that with your funds, or you shouldn't be doing that with the money that you make because I do this and you need to do that. A lot of times family tries to do that stuff where they try to control your money, they try to control your mind, they try to control how you move because apparently they move in certain ways, you should follow suit too. A lot of the times these individuals are intimidated by the different choices that you make. You live life in your own type of way. You don't need nobody to tell you what to do. All right. And when people lose that control, because it's very possible that you have been under the control of some individual in your life to where they really had a lot of leeway in your life and they were able to call a lot of the shots, and you're kind of like just following, being a follower in your own life. And it's sad because we fall into this trap of being trapped, you know what I mean? Being stuck and being swayed by other people's need to live vicariously through us. That's what it is a lot of the time. You make different choices, and some people don't like that. They can't control the choices that you make. This is very, very, very highly common in familial ties. The mother can't control you. The father cannot control you. The grandma and grandpa who lived in a certain type of way all those years ago, they can't control you. Not that you're trying to be uncontrollable or trying to be reckless. You quite literally have a different life to live. You're not about to live their life. You're going to live your own. But it's like people want to put you in a trap of you got to live through them. You got to live their life. If they struggled, you must struggle. If they worked here and they had some success, you should work in a similar industry because you will be like them. A lot of these individuals are quite literally narcissists. Like they want you to live their life. They want to continue the generational trauma. They want to continue the generational nonsense. They don't want anybody to break the chain. And a lot of times when you are no longer under the control of somebody, in a way you have broken the chains because you're not about to be told what to do. They're not allowed to tell you how to live life, and you're not about to be under the control of another man or a woman. And that's going to get people angry. That's going to get people mad at you. That's going to get people turned, People are going to be upset that they could not call the shots anymore in your life, and you're actually living your best life and not under their regimens. It's what you want to do. And so this control thing is a mind thing as well. I've had people try to control many aspects of my life, and as I live my life now, I say to myself, what in the world was I letting them do? Because a lot of the times we let them do this. We give them the ammo. We give them what they need to control us. So there had to be a lot of stiffening up, a lot of cracking down on how we live our life and who we give that power to. They can't control you because you took your power back. You took your power back. You snatched it. You were like, you know what? This is not working out. You know what I mean? Like, where do I come in all of this? Where do I come in? This is my life. What? Say no to the control. If you're being controlled by anybody, by a spouse, by a husband, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, if you're being controlled by a boss, you could boogie because you have options. If you're being controlled by family, oh, get out of there. Nah, that can't be. That cannot work. If people want to live a certain type of life, they better go live that life without you being the participant, without you having to be the person who they live vicariously through. A lot of people feel like they have a lot of missed opportunities, and they want to see someone down. They don't want to see that person go for what they want to go for, even if it has nothing to do with what they're doing. They don't care. They know you're aiming for higher. They know. They want to control the narrative. Some people don't want you to get high in life. They don't want you to see the glory in your hard work and your dedication, your mental tenacity. They're not trying to see all that. They want to control you. I've seen people, even people trying to control me, trying to tell me how to move, trying to tell me what to do. And once again, it doesn't fall in alignment with being constructive or being helpful or offering suggestions. It's quite literally people trying to dictate what I need to do, what I must do. And it's like, no, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Can I come to you and try to control you and dictate what you do? No, of course not, right? So don't try to do that on me. I don't play that. I don't want to deal with that, right? So someone could be really, really angry that you took your power back, and they can't control you. They can't control the narrative. They can't control the outcome. They can't stop you from working. They can't stop you from grinding. They can't stop you from being with that person you love so much. They can't stop you from moving there and studying that. They can't control you. The reins, it's in your hands. It's not in their hands. They have no leeway. These controlling individuals, they have options, you know. They can go ahead and they could live that life they want to live and leave you alone so you could flourish to be who you want to be on this very planet. All right, so somebody can be really mad, really, really mad that you do not want to give your power up to them, or you don't want to be controlled. You don't want to be told what to do. All right. So it's unfortunate, you know, when you know who you are and you know what you want, and some people want something else for you, and they're going to be very stringent and very, you know, they're really going to be on you, trying to get you to change your mind and get you to be at their will, be controlled, be under their spell, so that you live the life they want you to live, or you do things by their book. No, do it by your book, and keep the faith at all times. Everybody, thank you so very much for supporting the Mindset Elevator, for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let it be known if you broke the chains. Let it be known if the control is no longer active. Let it be known. Thank you guys so very much. Hope to see you guys soon, and have a wonderful day.